Feeling lucky?
I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. I wonder if I'll be held responsible for this.
Hello, everyone. We are the D20 Duo because that's the name that we came up with, and this is Questlog. He was purposefully late this time.
Kinda.
As
I've said in the last 4 episodes, I don't care anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm Legionkaje. He is MrWrong. We are playing Chrono Trigger. This is part 10 of our playthrough of Chrono Trigger. And our second day of doing side quests for
First
game. No, this is the second day. We already did the Rainbow Stone, or the Rainbow Shell and the Sunstone before this. We did that on the last episode.
I thought that was still main story. I didn't realize that was side story.
Oh yeah, no, those are side stories, man.
Okay, I was like, this is part 1, and then we just did part 2 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So that was part 3 of the DLC 2 days ago. Got it.
Well, side quests.
Okay.
But I mean, we're kind of behind the itinerary anyways, and we won't dive into it right now, but we are playing the Steam version, the 2018 Steam version, which is the same as the DS re-release, which they added 2 new areas, the Lost Sanctum and the Dimensional Vortex. The Lost Sanctum, we got halfway done during our last gameplay session, and again...
Was it even halfway, though?
Well, okay.
I feel like it's taking forever.
It's a lot of fetch questing. We're both very annoyed with it, because it's a lot of fetch questing.
We played for 2 hours, and we got 1 item out of the fucking thing that was worth it.
Yeah.
1 item. That's it.
I will have a more detailed...
guide when we go into it again,
when we go back to it this coming Friday. So,
well, I'm just praying that the next portion of the other
Lost
place
Sanctum.
we're going, once we go there, I hope that one's not all fetch quests. I want to kill things, I want a big bad.
I think once we beat the base game, which we still have 1 side quest left, and that's the Black Omen. But the Black Omen, while it's considered a side quest, it's considered a side quest only because it's optional. You don't have to,
if we don't want to.
Yeah, because you can go directly to Lavos at this point now. But we're going to go through the Black Omen because, A, we want to kill things and we want to get all kinds of items and shit. And doing the Black Omen, in my opinion, is the more complete way to finish the game. So...
yeah, it's extra. I assume there's probably dialogue that happens in the Black Omen.
There is.
Because it's still another area. So we want as much story as we can, essentially.
Without giving too much spoilers, do you remember what the Black Omen actually is?
It's the big ship.
Yeah, but
right?
I mean, do you remember what it was?
No.
It was Zeal's Ocean Palace.
Oh!
Yeah. So...
why did it change color?
It didn't. It was underwater before.
Oh, okay.
And now it's above the water. It's floating
I thought it was prettier as Zeal, and now it's just all black. So, I thought, it was it looks like Star Wars Death Destroyer, okay? I don't know.
You're wrong on so many levels right there.
Not the moon. The big one.
That's not a moon, that's a space station.
Yeah.
You're thinking of the Star Destroyer ships?
Not those ones. The ones that those come out of.
Yeah, the Star Destroyers.
It's a bunch of triangles on top of each other.
Star Destroyers.
Yeah. Tell me it don't look like a Star Destroyer. It does.
It doesn't.
Skip to it. Skip to where you find it. It is.
Well, all we do is roll past it. It ain't gonna see enough of it to make a difference.
You do.
No.
because we fly over it multiple times.
Not really.
Yeah, I do. I've skipped over it so many times.
Okay, hold on.
It's a Star Destroyer.
Not a Star Destroyer.
Also, did I say Star Destroyer or did you say Star Destroyer?
I said Star Destroyer. You said.
See, right there.
You said
Perfect.
Death Destroyer. That is not a. Okay.
Yeah, you see it. You're looking at it and making. Yeah.
If you're looking at it at the wrong angle, like.
Well, that's my name.
If you're looking at it like you're looking at the top down, that this portion.
Have you not played
here,
Galga?
And then
that's how you look at a spaceship. It's like Galga. It's shooting upwards.
It's not. Yeah. No, because this is actually the top. This is the bottom of the tower. This is the top of the tower. You got to think it's 3-dimensional in a 2-dimensional world.
But it's not.
But it is. It's a giant fucking pyramid.
It's an arrowhead.
No.
It's a Star Destroyer.
No, it's not.
With a bunch of eyeballs. And bird beaks. Okay. What is that? What is that test where it's ink blots? That's
a Rorschach test?
Yeah, that's me looking at images of shit. I'm just like, it's this thing. No, it's this thing. That's the ADHD in me doing just a Rorschach test on everything.
Fair enough. But yeah,
or
so there's
what's the diagnosis when you see faces in things where there's no faces? I have that problem too. I'll be looking at a wall and I like see like
that's
faces
creepy.
looking at me. Yeah, it's not great. I have one of those in my shower. I don't like it. Anyway.
Anyhow. So yeah, so on this episode we went through the Cyrus Ghost side quest.
Yes.
The Sunken Desert side quest and Robo's home side quest. So the Cyrus's Ghost side quest, as we're doing right now, basically involves a bunch. Looking back on it, it kind of involves a bunch of fetch questing because we're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
But it's not as bad because there was a lot of items to collect in between each time, so it didn't feel as bad of a fetch quest.
That's very true.
Also, there was a lot more fighting in this one.
And
so, you were actively entertained.
When we do this one, I mean, a couple great things come out of this side quest. If you're familiar with the game and you have done the side quests before, doing Cyrus's Ghost side quest nets you not only the upgraded Masamune for Frog, but you also get 2 very powerful pieces of armor. One is the most powerful, basic, easily accessible armor in the game. If you do it right, it's the moon armor. Yeah, it's the best. It is the best piece of armor for men in the entire game.
Men.
Second only to the prism dress, which is females only.
Yeah, that Isla has.
Yeah,
for both of us currently.
Yeah, and you are using. We are both using Chrono and Isla. You're using Robo instead of Frog.
Yes.
Okay. So
because Robo's amazing, and he has a lot of AOE's. And he now can heal really nicely. I want to fuck him, okay? No. I don't. This is a 2D character. I don't even know what he fully looks like, realistically. Also, in his DLC arc, we see his chest like open up like a fucking animatronic, and like that's not okay. What are you looking up? You're doing something. Are you trying to clip this?
No, I mean, we're already recording it. It don't really matter.
I know.
Although
what are you doing?
I broke our imagery for. So
fucking shut up.
This is what Robo looks like. Why are these pictures so fucking small? There you go. This is what. Oh, Well, you people
Yeah,
at home can't see
we
it.
can't see anything.
You can see it.
It's just a blur. There's literally nothing but a black smudge on the screen. That is all I see. Do you have it enlarged?
You know what?
Look at your own stream. It shows nothing.
Well,
There's nothing there.
It's because I have the what I'm supposed to be streaming through.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I suppose it does show Robo in cutscenes, so I should have paid more attention during cutscenes.
I mean, you're not the greatest at paying attention, period.
No. Things need to keep my interest. There's so much of the story that I kind of just skipped because I'm like, let me kill something. Just let me kill something. I need to battle. I need EXP.
You know, and it's funny because as we play D&D together, you are 100% against murder hoboing, but yet you yourself are a murder hobo.
That's okay. To be fair, the current session you guys are playing, you're heroes chosen by God. You're not allowed to be murder hobos. You're heroes chosen by God. However, in the other session that we've played, I allow you to be murder hobos 100%. Like, you guys were burning down people with fire, and I'm like, go for it. Like, fucking go off. Like, have fun. And that's what you chose to do. You and Dia both were like, yeah, we're fire magicians and just burning goblins to the fucking ground.
Yeah.
I didn't say shit. I was like, go for it. Go have fun.
Also,
So
the proper
on
term
the
is
session.
pyromancer, damn it.
You were a pyromancer. Yes. Pyromaniac.
That's
Yes.
fair.
I hopefully we play this week. It's down to 2 people. No, we're not going to. I was like, it's up to 2 people that I know are the most likely to cancel on us.
Christmas movie marathon this weekend.
Oh, you're gonna cancel on us.
Yeah. I made that very clear.
Okay. That's fair. I forgot about that. But no, that's fair. Wait, I should text my tattoo artist then and just have him do my tattoo on Saturday instead of Sunday.
There you go.
That'll save me so much time, actually.
I'm glad I could help.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna get my tattoo done. Sunday I have to go down to the cities for Tim's surgery. We have to go to the day before because we have to stay in a hotel because it's a 3-hour drive otherwise.
Yeah. But anyways, back to the game.
Yeah.
So basically we have to run back and forth a few times, and basically Cyrus's grave, like if we had gone to his grave in the present time, in 1000 AD where Chrono is from, there would be a big angry ghost there that is invincible. You still wanted to go and try to fuck it up. And
is he actually invincible though?
Actually invincible. You cannot harm him.
Okay. I was like, because you said that when we were first like fighting the queen, and you're like, no, we have to lose this battle. Like that's the only way the story progresses.
Well,
and I all of a sudden won.
I thought that was a you have to lose the battle type of thing. I was incorrect on that.
Okay.
But no, you cannot harm him at all, and he blocks your way. By fixing up the ruins, it calms his ghost and allows you to enter the ruins. But yeah, so Frog, we get some dialogue here between Frog and Cyrus. Obviously Cyrus was considered like the greatest hero of the land, but like truly Cyrus felt like Glenn or Frog as we know him was a better person, better fighter. Like he was the one that should have been destined to be the greatest hero of the land. And he powers up the Masamune for us, which is kind of funny because they made a big deal about the fact that Cyrus had looked for the Masamune at points in the during their life and was never able to find it, never able to wield it.
Right.
But
he can. Well, maybe. Hear me out. Maybe it's Cyrus, because obviously he came back as a ghost, so like he has the energy there. If he sacrifices his spirit into the Masamune, I feel like that's the only explanation of how it gets powered up. Like he
I'd say
feeds
that's probably
himself
fair.
to Masamune.
I'd say that's probably fair. Like,
Yeah.
honestly. 'Cause they don't really go into detail as to how it powers up. It's just powered up now. It's more powerful than
Yeah.
it was before. And
Because Masamune is made of two spirits, essentially, right? Masa and Mune, they're like spirits that are of the possession of the sword.
yeah, like they have possessed the sword. They were obviously from the magical kingdom of Zeal.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form, they were one of the magical creatures that live there amongst the people. They kind of don't really fully explain that either, I don't think. But their their spirits were attached to the red knife that we used to stop the Mammon machine, which turned out to actually be the Masamune. I'm not sure how you didn't realize that it was the Masamune type of thing. We've seen the real thing before. It's the same thing, theoretically. But yeah, I don't know. So like, and that's one of the things that is kind of like,
Gotta watch Soul Hunter. You totally get it after that.
an anime.
Yes, it is.
You're fucking anime.
It's relevant.
Is it?
Yeah, this one actually is. Soul Hunter is literally about people who turn into weapons, and then there's other people who can channel their energy into said weapons to make them stronger. So it is relevant in this case because Cyrus does that to Masamune.
Okay.
Also,
There you go.
Masamune themselves turn into the sword in two pieces when it's broken. So like, there's things. Also, dislike the fact that the Masamune is a double-edged blade when we all know that it's supposed to be a katana. So, this was made by Japanese people. They should know better.
Kinda, I suppose. Yeah, because this is one of the few times, like, the Masamune is a mythical sword that has transcended much of fantasy lore, and it is always described as a katana. In this particular game, it is described
almost
as
every game.
as like a broadsword, like a knight sword type deal.
Is it? I thought in the original description it it looked like a katana. Like not when it was like actually in frame, like in the stone. The stone it didn't look like that. But like when it transformed, it looked more like a broadsword than anything else compared to its original form when we like reshaped it.
No, because it just looked like a blade when we got the original piece.
Right, but it didn't look like it was a two-sided blade. It only looked like one side was actually sharp.
No, it did.
Did it?
Yeah. You probably just
I might be misremembering.
Yeah, I mean, you only saw
it
that
was a while
sprite
ago.
for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was at this point, 10 weeks ago. Well, maybe not 10 weeks ago, but like, I mean, you got the Masamune pretty early on in the game, but yeah, it's very much portrayed in this game as a broadsword, and I think the reason for that is because it made sense for the legendary sword to come from someone in the past, compared to the present times, and Chrono uses katanas, so it would not necessarily make sense to have two people using the same weapon because they wanted to make the characters very individualized.
Yeah, and Glenn technically was a knight, so it would make more sense than it to be the traditional, like an actual katana. I guess that makes sense. I would
It,
say like,
it makes
well,
sense for this game, but like
yeah,
not in the grand scheme of fantasy lore.
yeah. Because in every game since, the Masamune is always a katana.
Very much. Like,
Which in some games, just saying, pisses me off. Like Final Fantasy, you get it early as a DLC weapon, and it fucking sucks after like the first quarter of the game because it's weak and you can't upgrade it. Like it's really cool looking and everything,
which
but
Final
like they don't
Fantasy are
have
you
a
talking about here, Chief?
the one you don't want to play, the newest one.
Rebirth?
No, 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 not 7. Not 7. 15, 16. 16.
Oh, well, I want to play 16.
I thought
I
you said you didn't want
I
to play
don't want to play it
16.
as part of quest log. I want to
Oh,
play
no, no,
that one
no.
on my
You don't
own.
want to play 15.
Yeah, 15 I don't want to play.
15 you don't want to play.
Yeah.
Which the Masamune is in that one too, but that one, the weapon system's really different, so it's not as
Well, here's the thing I'll say
potent.
about it in 16 that you might be, and the reason why I questioned Rebirth when you said
Mhm.
something about the Masamune, because there are two swords that are both katanas that live within a lot of fantasy lore, especially within Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
and one's the Masamune, but the
Yep.
other is the Muramasa. And a lot of people get those confused. And the Muramasa
Muramasa.
is a much weaker and more commonly found sword. And I know that in Final Fantasy VII, Cloud gets access to the Muramasa for himself, and it's a katana, but the Masamune is Sephiroth's weapon that you never actually handle, um, because it's supposed to only be wieldable by him.
Okay. I did not know that Sephiroth's was considered the Masamune. Didn't know that.
Did you play through
But
OG7 before, or just the remake?
I never got to finish it.
Okay,
I always made it through disc 1, and disc 2 was always destroyed where I could never actually continue the game.
gotcha. Yeah, I mean, beyond the fact of just lore of the game itself, you find out that the Masamune is Sephiroth's weapon in the flashback cutscene in Calm. Because if you go into the menu when you have control over Cloud and Sephiroth, like where you can actually fight with them,
Mhm.
you can look at his equipment and it says the Masamune.
Gotcha. What's the other one? Because I'm looking up, which I'll read the list. It's kind of relevant, kind of not, but still talking about Masamune. You said Miss Mense what?
Murasame.
How do you spell that?
Murasame.
Okay. Well, fun fact, in Japanese it means passing shower.
Ah!
Uh it's associated with autumn's sudden heavy rains. Uh okay, so yes, it is. Oh, okay. It's known to be in 3 video game titles. Final Fantasy, it's known as a powerful katana in several of the games, sometimes confused with Muramasa and Masamune. Oh, is okay, so there's a third
Oh,
sword
no, yeah,
called the Muramasa.
Muramasa I think is the one that I meant. But yeah, there's the Murasame as well, yeah.
Okay, so Murasame is a strong weapon also then. Soul Calibur and Guardian Tales and Exo Primal. I don't know what that one is. But the Masamune appears in Final Fantasy 1, the Nintendo NES version,
Mm-hmm.
as the ultimate weapon, Chrono Trigger. Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, Golden Sun: The Lost Age, Final Fantasy 2 for the Game Boy, Final Fantasy Tactics for the PlayStation, Castlevania: Symphony of the Night, which I don't know anything about Castlevania, so I thought he only used a whip.
In Symphony of the Night, the player's character Alucard uses a great deal of weapons. You would very much enjoy Symphony of the Night, I think, if you were to play it, and it's something we could explore potentially for Questlog if you wanted to. But it's very, because it's a Metroidvania. It's very open world, like in terms of basically you're only limited by, you can't go certain places until you have certain items. But
Okay.
I do think you'd enjoy that one. The problem with it is that I have already played it on stream once, and I do plan on playing it again multiple times, but as part of a special event. So
I mean, if anything, we could do it the Quest of Wrong, like we've talked about before.
that's also possible. Yeah, we can
Let's
talk about
say,
that.
because that's something where like I you would need to literally hold my hand because I don't know shit about those games.
Oh, you really don't
I've
have to
only
know much about it. For the most part, I mean, you just got to run
Well,
around
it's
and
like
kill shit.
Metroid. I don't know shit about Metroid either. Like I wouldn't know where a hidden wall is or anything like that. Like I
There's
don't
a
know
lot of that.
anything about those games. But to continue on, just so we don't get too far off, Secret of Mana, the SNES version, and then something called Thousand Arms. I've never heard of that,
That's a
but
PlayStation 1
it's an
RPG.
RPG.
Yeah. It's supposed to be very, very good as well. It's regarded as one of the better RPGs. I don't
Oh no. It says, although it would be a pretty crappy RPG if it weren't for the dating, and a pretty crappy dating sim if it weren't for the RPG. That is a fucking explanation. God damn.
kind of, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure that that's considered a very good RPG, like top tier um in terms of PlayStation 1 RPGs. It is also on our list for the quest log.
Thousands Arms?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't recall seeing that one. Okay, so the Muramasa. Oh, okay. The Muramasa currently it shows that it's only in Terraria, and One Piece Fanon.
For Muramasa?
Muramasa, yeah. It's showing that those are the two games that it's currently in.
I know for a fact it's in Final Fantasy Tactics. But it's also not,
Uh,
it's a common weapon in Final Fantasy Tactics. It's not like a legendary, you can only find one.
right, you were saying that it's weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I say there it's literally not showing it anywhere else other than it's a demonic sword.
Yeah, it's considered a demonic.
Okay.
Like the ability that you use. So in Final Fantasy Tactics, um samurais use sword spirit magic, where they
Okay.
release the spirit of a sword to attack. And yeah, the
They have
Muramasa,
fucking bonk eyes?
sure.
Another anime reference.
It's a demonic attack. Uh, like like the animation has like all these like ghosts like coming up through the area of effect to damage your enemy. So
That is 100% what Bleach is and what Bleach does. So I get it. You need to learn some anime. You gotta learn some of the basic animes at
I learned the basic
least.
anime. Dragon Ball Z,
No!
baby.
The only sword in that is what Trunks has.
Not true.
Okay, and
The Z sword.
Gohan
Yeah,
gets one later
but
as
he
an
breaks
adult
it.
or something.
Yeah, he breaks it like after 2 seconds.
I don't know that anime. I don't know it. I know so little about it, but I remember seeing images of it.
How dare
Which
you.
confuses me because they're supposed to be like super strong, but when he's training with the sword, he acts like it's like 500 pounds. So it's like they don't have physical strength, they have emotional strength.
Or it's a fucking like crazy ass legendary weapon and it's strong and difficult to wield.
Sure, we can go with that. It's the weight of a Krypton star.
Sure. Just okay. You
That one's not an anime
as an
reference.
anime dork.
No, that's not
You
an anime reference. Isn't neutron star like an actual weight class
I don't
where it's
know.
like 5,000 pounds?
Sure.
Okay, some history buff in the comments fucking correct me. I don't know.
But anyways, you need to sit down and next time you go on an anime binge, just watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. It removes all the fluff and you can watch all the good stuff. And then you can watch Dragon Ball Z abridged.
I was wrong. It's a neutron star.
That's what you said.
I thought I said something that began with a K. Anyway,
Do you smell burnt toast as well right now?
I did smell something burning earlier tonight, so
Good Lord.
maybe.
All right.
Anyhow, we completed the other thing. Cyrus powered up our sword. We started on the next bit of stuff, which was
Robo's
another
house.
fetch quest.
No,
kinda.
this one was a dungeon. This one was a dungeon.
This one was a dungeon. Okay.
Yeah, this was going through the Geno Dome.
Yeah, we fucked up his girlfriend.
And Mother Brain.
Yeah, and Mother Brain.
Different from Mother
Metroid.
Brain from Metroid.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, the girlfriend got real crazy. She was gaslighting us so bad that we had to put her back in her place.
a little bit.
And then we're like, nah, she just has to, she's too toxic. She has to go. So we killed that bitch.
Yeah. Now, see, so despite the fact that Cyrus's ghost side quest was a lot of fetch questing, I did find it to be more enjoyable story-wise than this portion. And maybe that's because I don't have the same love for Robo that you do, or maybe I think the story with Glenn and Cyrus is a better story. I mean, it's almost
100%.
akin to a love story. I mean, even though
it was a love. What the fuck do you mean akin to a love story?
Okay, they weren't gay,
were
bro.
on the DL.
They weren't gay.
They were on the DL.
No.
100%.
Mm-mm.
Just at the time of the making of this game, it wasn't socially acceptable, so they had to make it light BL.
I'm pretty sure that Japanese games at this period of time had already explored that kind of stuff. But anyways.
I mean, look at Flea.
Yeah, exactly. So you think that they would have had a problem with...
But they're not, like, showing him making out or, like, having love interest. It's just him being a drag queen.
I guess.
So.
I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, I mean, there's some story involved here with this. This is apparently where Robo, or as we come to find out, his original code name was Prometheus. Which is funny, because even if you knew that in advance, like, playing the game, you couldn't name him Prometheus, because there wasn't enough space in the original game to name him Prometheus. Maybe there would be in this version. I don't know. You can only fit 5 letters. That's why Chrono is spelled Chrono by default, as opposed to Chrono. You can only put 5 letters as their name.
Oh.
Yeah. Limitations of the Super Nintendo hardware and cartridges, unfortunately. But yeah, so this is where he was created. This was the factory that he was created in. We get in here and we find out that the Mother Brain is turning, like,
humans into components,
Yeah,
essentially.
like basically like, Soylent Green for robots, type of dealy
It
here.
it took a turn to like Alien. Like all of a sudden all the bodies are just getting melted together to create shit. It's not great.
No,
Like it turned into a horror movie real
love
fast.
it. Yeah. And this side quest involved a lot of fighting, but also puzzle solving.
Yeah, there's a lot more puzzles in this one.
We had to figure out basically how to get to Mother Brain's room, um, by doing various things, including like electrifying ourselves to open a door and tricking a guardian to let us through so we can get an item behind it. I was pretty intuitive, despite the fact that I like the story better from the previous side quest, because all these
Mhm.
side quests are designed to give
Challenge you
you,
differently.
well, not only just challenge you differently, but to like fill in the storyline with the
Yeah.
characters. Um, but I found this one to be more challenging and more enjoyable for being challenging, um, as a result. Now, uh, apparently we missed out because this conveyor belt here is supposed to be one of the best grinding spots in the game, but because
Yeah.
we completed
We
the,
weren't gonna grind on stream.
yeah,
We had shit to do,
yeah.
which sucks because yeah, we got good experience from this, and it was so constant that it added up really fast.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. I mean, like it is what it is. I know where I will go to grind um next week theoretically, because my plan is that we'll finish the Lost Sanctum and then we will go to the Black Omen and we'll get into the entrance, because I'm sure there's a save point somewhere like real close to the entrance of the Black Omen, and
Yeah, and then
that
there.
way we can grind in there to finish
Yeah.
off, because I know that you're going to sit there and probably for that last week off of, because you'll be on your week off leading up to
The
us
final.
us
Yeah.
actually going through the Black Omen. You'll probably sit there and play a bunch and get yourself to 99, because I know that's your desperate need, is to hit level 99 before we end the game originally.
Oh yeah.
um
I want to
but
be OP as fuck.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we could walk into Lavos right now and, mm,
Manhandle him.
I wouldn't say manhandle. I don't think we would struggle bus, but we're not
Fair.
we're not gonna walk all over him. I don't think you really can walk all over Lavos. This game doesn't allow you to, with playing through one
You don't do
time.
that much damage, even with as much strength as we have. Like,
Yeah,
we're still only netting between 300 to 600 on average for damage. And the
you have
enemies
to
we've
do
been
the triple
fighting are up
text
to
to
like
get.
7,000.
Yeah, you have to do the triple text to get the real high damage numbers, and unless you
Yeah.
have multiple gold earrings or gold studs, I can't remember what it's called,
Gold stud.
to reduce your MP use
MP
by
consumption.
75%, you cannot do those too many times, because one of your three party members, bare minimum, has their triple tech, like they're going to expend 20 MP per triple
Each
tech,
time.
and you only got 99
Yeah.
MP, so you cannot do it more than 4 times unless you refill. So
Yep.
like they did a very good job in balancing that kind of stuff in this game, especially as we approach the final boss. So,
Yep.
but um
And
but
I
yeah,
like my triple tech. With Robo, with the triple tech, Twister, fucking I love it. Hurts
and
everything.
I was gonna say that one's nice because it does AoE. So I'm using Frog instead of Robo. Um, and we have 3D attack, which Robo and Chrono, or Frog and Chrono, do X strike, and then Isla does her final kick, and it's very powerful, but it's a single enemy.
Yeah, single target.
So it's very not useful in that regard, but I mean, realistically, when you get into a boss, do you need AoE? You know, there's one.
Sometimes there's multiple targets, but it's not as. I don't think it's been a common thing.
Yeah.
I think it's most of the time it's been one target.
And I do believe there is some multi-targeting in terms of the final boss, but I don't think that you can effectively do multiple targeting at that point in time. I think you have to focus on something.
One.
Yeah.
Kind of like with the lava spawn, where you don't attack the shell.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fair.
Let's fast forward through this a little bit. We'll get to the part where we beat up your or Robo's girlfriend, which I'm sure you took absolute pleasure in.
Yeah, I took more pleasure in it just for the fact that they're robots, but they still felt the need to put a bow tie and make her pink, as if they were gonna like reproduce or something. So like
they wanted to make sure that it was understood that she was a girl.
yeah.
So
Congratulations, she's a robot.
yeah. And this fight was interesting because you have to fight her as Robo only. Like you don't have the full party. And she's not incredibly powerful, and as long as you've done enough grinding from the day that you got Robo, you'll be fine. Because even if he's not been in the party, he still gets 75%. So, yeah. So, but I mean, if you have neglected Robo or neglected your grinding period, you may
TP,
struggle.
If he's never been in your party and he's not been collecting TP, he doesn't have any. He wouldn't have had anything for moves.
It's also true. It's also very true. So he wouldn't be well. I feel like you'd have to use him enough to at least get his heal beam, like during the portion where you have to use him. So, and then running through this area, he would have got a bunch of TP still, even if you avoided as many fights as you could, because there's not a lot of fighting that you can avoid in the Genodome.
Right, but the max TP you typically get is like 10. 10 to 12 seems to be the biggest amounts of TP that you get from each fight.
Yeah, but you probably would have still gotten enough throughout the entire thing to get Robo Tackle, which is the move that they actually recommend using against her because it's the lightest MP use with like the most damage. Like it's the best balance between the two, at least according to
the guide,
the official player's guide,
the official strategy guide.
So, anyways, we get in here and we spank, his girlfriend. Like he doesn't want us to fight, so he wants to take her on. And you can see she's not doing very much damage to him. The problem is you got to try to out damage her because she does have her little healy beam. But like there you go. I use Robo Tackle and I'm doing 1200 damage.
Right.
Now, my Robo is pretty well on par with the rest of my party because I did use him for a decent chunk of the game. Plus where we grinded on the Mount of Woe. So, but
yes,
we defeat her, and it turns out that her memories had been wiped by the Mother Brain, who has decided that she wants to commit genocide.
Yep.
But she's too banged up. She's beyond repair. She dies. She gives you her ribbon. It's all cool and stuff.
She gives you her hard drive and permanently increases Robo's speed. Which is
that's nice.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Because it is pretty low. It is pretty low.
Yeah. I say, because I think it upped it by 3. It gave you +3 speed for having it, which that is such an increase because he's normally at 6 for the entire game, unless you use the speed tabs. So like, issue, but yeah, it was a nice increase for him.
Yeah,
I thought it increased one other thing too. I thought it increased speed.
I think his magic defense.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Magic defense.
But his magic with defense might have already been maxed with us anyways.
Yeah. So. With what level we're at, yeah.
But once you finish
'Cause
all
we
the
go hard.
yeah, once you finish the puzzles and defeat Atropos, you finally gain access to like Mother Brain's lair. Which again, she looks very different than she did in Metroid, but yet here she is.
Yep. This is how she saw herself.
in her magical dream world.
In her mind's eye, this is why she's a projection instead of her physical body. Because she still looks like a bug.
A bug?
She looks like a half-baked bug.
A half-baked bug.
Yeah, so like think of a caterpillar going through metamorphosis to become a butterfly, but like you open it too soon, so it's not like fully developed. So like those are like moth wings, and then the little thing is her little arms, and then she has another set of arms, and then she has like a metapod body. Do you see it?
Not really.
I am gonna draw you a diagram.
Okay. Go ahead. Draw us a diagram when
Right
you get
now?
time. No, not
No.
right now. When you get opportunity, and we'll show it off on Friday's live stream.
Just look. She has like two little arms that are coming off of her wings. Because I imagine that she's standing like this. And then her sternum and bottom part is, think of a metapod.
I get
like
what you're
the
saying, but I just
body.
don't see it. Okay.
And then she has the other set of legs that are going like this by her arms that are going like this. So it's like four little legs. So she's like a metapod with legs.
Yeah,
she's a bug person.
Bring the diagram to Friday's live stream. By the way, if you didn't know,
we stream
this live on Twitch. You can find our channel.
Chaotic.
Oh yeah, more chaotic. You can find our channels below. Consider giving us both a follow. And come join the live chaos. Of course, if you're actually watching this right now, we're probably done streaming for the day, but we stream every Friday around 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. This goes live on YouTube at around noon Eastern Time on Fridays.
Yes.
So, but just give us a follow and turn on the notifications, and you'll see us go live the following week.
Yes. I'm trying to think of a code word so bad, but I got nothing for this.
The code word this week is metapod, because
metapod.
You just sat there and talked like about how she's a bug, but she totally doesn't look like a bug to me because she looks like a woman with a cape. Like
remove her head and she's a bug.
You could say that for a lot of things.
But am I wrong?
Kind of.
No, I'm Mr. Wrong. Anyway,
so we beat her,
the bug,
and we get we get his
also
ultimate weapons.
Isn't Metroid? Isn't Mother literally a bug too?
No, she's a brain.
A brain bug.
No, just a brain.
But you fight bugs the entire game.
Yeah, those are other enemies.
Isn't the little suction thing with teeth? It's a bug.
That's called a Metroid.
It's like her child.
No, it's not her child. She was trying to use the Metroids to take over the universe.
They're not her children?
No.
They look like her.
No, not at all.
They're little brain creatures.
You should try playing Metroid again.
I've never played it, so
you should.
I can't even say again.
You could follow the Optimus Crime Masterclass. Anyone can beat Metroid.
I don't think I could. I'm so confused.
Shameless plug.
Okay.
For Optimus. But you could.
It's not shameless if it's for someone else.
Yeah, I suppose. Look, so here's the thing, right?
Okay.
In terms of the Metroid Crime Masterclass, or the Optimus Crime Metroid Masterclass, I say that anyone can beat Metroid. And this is not a knock against Short and Sweet, but Short and Sweet's gaming prowess is not incredible, okay? She's just a very determined individual. With the proper tutelage, I think anyone could beat Metroid. because she took the
He's
Optimus
a gamer
Prime.
in pastime, not in practice.
She took the Optimus Prime masterclass and she completed the game. She's also gotten most of the way through Legend of Zelda 2, which most people say is one of the hardest games ever. All you need is a little tutelage and a direction. That's it.
Okay. We'll find out.
When we make MrWrong take the Optimus Prime Metroid Masterclass.
Oh, I was talking about Zelda. But
that too.
No.
That too. But okay, so anyways, we finished that.
Yeah. And then we moved on to...
And I left a BRB in my video. Oh, I'm slacking with my editing.
Oh, God. How dare you?
I know. You know what it was? Because I was obsessed with...
Oh.
I was obsessed with editing out the fact that I had to fight this fucking boss 3 fucking times.
Yeah, you had to fight him a bunch of times.
Well, because I decided that I was going to go into the Sunken Desert side quest with Robo instead of Chrono, because we were also testing his Crisis arm.
Yep.
Or not instead of Chrono, instead of Frog. But the boss of this area, we need water magic to basically make weak. Basically, the boss is impossible to fight without the water magic.
Yeah.
So,
Which, oh God. Yeah, it was...
And it was still a pain in the ass.
Even with, because I started with Frog because he had said before we got into the fight that we'll need water magic. So like, I started with him just because that's what I thought we were both doing anyway. But yeah, it was still pretty difficult to get him down. Like, especially because you were trying so hard not to kill the orb that was in the center of the thing's body.
Well, because you could steal a speed capsule from it. And of course... once I decided
Only
to
from
put
the middle?
Yeah. Once I decided to put Frog in the party, and I decided to fight it, as you'll see here, I had forgotten auto was on, so Isla ran up, smacked the orb, and killed it, so I couldn't. And at this point, I was so fucking annoyed that
you said fuck it.
that I was like, fuck it, we'll do it. Because I had cut the failures out of the video, which again annoys me that I cut the failures out of the video, but I didn't cut one of the BRB scenes. But whatever. I'm not a perfect gamer or editor.
To be fair, one of the failures, the first one that you did, you were literally just like, no, I'm gonna do it. And you did it for a while, but your damage versus it was not doing, because it kept healing itself for the damage that you did. But you were like, no, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. And so you just kept powering through it. Then you're like, I can't. You finally chose acceptance of your grieving process of failing. You're like, I can't do it. I have to accept that I can't do it. So it took a while.
Yeah.
And it was just a bitch, honestly.
Yeah, this was one of the most annoying bosses that we fought thus far in the game.
Realistically, not difficult, just
annoying.
What is, use the term for gimmick. This is a gimmick boss.
Kind of. Yeah, because if you don't have Frog,
it's near impossible.
Marley might work too, because ice is considered water element.
True.
But yeah, you have to have that water magic to lower its defenses, because every single time you do attack it raises its defenses. So and the worst move it does is a fucking thing that literally sucks the health out of you, so it cures itself at the same time. That's the most powerful move it has, and it was doing
about
a few hundred.
250. So yeah, it did about 250 average. Well, let's see. Right there, 262.
So, and Isla just attacked and doing 545. Chrono just critical at 812. It's not like you're doing a fuck ton of damage to this thing.
Yeah, and it has what? This thing have had 8,000?
Something like that. 6 to
Probably
8,000,
more.
I think, something like that. So I mean, it took a lot to take
Yeah.
it down. But so you take it down, and this is one of the side quests that doesn't really have, like, it's not as clear cut in terms of what you're going to do story wise, because you go to the Genodome and it's like, oh shit, this is where Robo was created. You go to Cyrus's tomb. Okay, well, there's going to be a whole thing with Frog and Cyrus. This one kind of just starts out as an innocent thing where you're going to heal the forest, but then it turns into Luca's backstory. Because most of these
Yeah.
have like a backstory between, like, of some of the characters. I think Isla doesn't have one that really talks about her backstory at all. And
I feel
then,
like when we meet her, we know what her backstory is.
yeah, I mean, she's
Like,
just a
there's not much
caveman.
to her.
Yeah,
And same with Chrono too, realistically. Like, he was just a regular boy, and then he started to become someone who became a hero.
yeah. Well, and you figure, and we already did one of the side quests that directly affected Chrono, because it's
He
considered
died.
I still consider it a side quest to bring him back, because you can just go and defeat Lavos without Chrono if you so choose.
Yeah.
Again, not sure why you wouldn't choose to do so, because Chrono has gotten up to that point 100%, almost 100% experience from the game that you've killed, because he's been in your party the entire time, other than whatever you've killed since he died. So,
Mm-hmm.
but so you do this and you restore the forest. You go back to present time and the forest is there, and you find Robo in a cathedral, basically a shrine to him, and he's in disrepair. So of course Luca sets forth to repair him. So they camp in the forest, a little cozy camp in, Magus over there brooding like a vampire, and Chrono's knocked the fuck out. At least you have to assume so, because he doesn't ever talk anyways.
Yeah.
But they're talking, because Robo's had some time to think about stuff. So you kind of get a little deeper into the story, and he basically talks about how he doesn't believe that the time gates were caused by Robo or Lavos.
Lavos.
He thinks that someone else created the gates because they wanted our party to see these events and experience these events and be able to, like, look into the past of things. So, and
Yeah.
Frog here, before death claims a man, he is made to bear witness a second time to those memories engraved most deeply upon his heart. So they're kind of speculating, like, deep speculation, that you're actually living out someone's dying memories. So, which is kind of weird and kind of unique. But it segues.
Does it go more into that at the end, or no?
Not that I can recall.
It's all
anyways.
speculation.
Yeah. So it's just kind of speculation, but it kind of adds like a nice deep element to it, and it also segues into the next portion of things, because Luca talks about not really thinking about the past too much, because she's experienced some traumatic shit in her past. And oh, guess what happens? She wakes up in the middle of the night and finds a time gate nearby.
Coincidence?
I think
not.
So she finds this time gate, and she's basically
Which
transported
this one
to.
was red.
Yeah. And I think they just wanted to.
Like, notion that it's not a regular gate.
Yeah, and this is like something very important, right?
Yeah.
So you travel back to about 10 years in the past, and you're in Luca's house. And you find that now Mr. Wrong set it off too early, because he tried to move, and I didn't get a chance to get him the information. But if you go out that doorway, you set off the cutscene early, as opposed to if you go downstairs like I did. There's a big machine because Luca's father is an inventor, and there's a big machine, and of course her mother being, oh, I'm a mom, I got to clean shit. She tries to start cleaning stuff, and her dress gets caught into the machine. Now,
Yep.
in the early part of the game, if you visit Luca's house, you can see her mom just kind of chilling in a chair. It's just a regular chair, but she doesn't ever get up and walk around. You don't ever see it. Well, come
Yep.
to find out that her mom, her dress got caught in this machine and it chewed her legs off, which is fucking dark. Like,
Oh.
and you are here at this point in time to save her mother. If
Yep.
you act quickly enough, you can save her. Now, in the original SNES game, if you touch that sparkle that's there, you press the buttons on the SNES controller, LARA, and that's the passcode because that's her name is Lara. Here in this version, we got lucky. You could actually just type in, like, it gives you an option for letters, and you just type in the thing. Again, because MrWrong had set off the cutscene early. Pretty much, if you set the cutscene off early, you're fucking boned. You do not have a lot of time to get down there and get to the sparkle and actually like press it. But you know what I want to say though. She's in her home, right? And her skirt,
Why is the machine still on?
well,
First off,
there's a question, but her skirt gets stuck. Why doesn't she just fucking like
take off her skirt.
take off the damn skirt? Like,
Yeah.
honestly,
It's cloth. It should
it should come off.
She wasn't on the treadmill. She was standing on regular thing and it got caught. Like, rip it.
Yeah.
It's cloth.
Yeah.
This is not fucking Kevlar.
Mm-hmm.
You could rip it.
Exactly.
Also, Luca getting on the treadmill is crazy.
Well, it's stopped now, so.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for me, I didn't know what the password was. I got to where the password is, and I think we got to talking about something because I was under the assumption that once I brought up that screen, it would pause time temporarily. Nope, it's not what happened. Does not pause time. Time keeps going because I was trying to get what the code was from you, and I didn't know how to enter it. So, like, my mom died.
Mm-hmm.
She's dead.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
But
she's fucked.
This explains why Luca became into science and machines as much as she did.
You would think this would traumatize her to stay away from machines, realistically. Unless it got your ending where you saved her. Then it's fine. My version of Luca is traumatized because now
Well-
she got to see her mom twice get shredded at the legs. Once as a child for traumatized, and once as an adult and not being able to stop it. So two guilt of traumatization.
Well, and that's why she still dedicates her life to figuring out science and machines, because she wants to make sure that doesn't happen again. She uses the trauma as her motivation. So,
Okay. Just to back this up too, at the start of the game when she accidentally sends the princess of the realm through time.
she fixed
She's
it, damn
fucking
it.
up already.
She's
fixed
already
fucking up.
It took her a second, but she fixed it. Okay, okay, get off her back. All right.
10 years later, she kills the princess on accident. She's doing great. 2 for 2.
But yeah, so then we come back through, and there's a little cutscene between Robo and Luca there, and again, very different for the two of us because I did get to save the mom and you did not. The only thing that changes is the dialogue, and then if you go back to Luca's house, her mom is either walking or not walking. That's it. That's the only difference at that point. You still get the green dream item either way, so it doesn't really matter. But
I wonder if there's any special dialogue that your mom has for you.
I don't know. I mean, we could go investigate that on Friday, if you remember. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Probably not. I'm
I
just
will try to
curious
remember.
because I assume that if you're able to save her, I assume that like it'll probably just be a cordial conversation like between the mom, but I feel like there'd be a little bit of dialogue because to Luca, both events happened. Like it doesn't erase her memories of what had originally happened.
Yeah.
Like she should remember that her mom did get hurt, and to see her mom be fine again, I feel like should be some sort of trigger.
No, I suppose that's fair. But
And
yeah, we can
also,
try to
there's another
remember.
issue where Luca becomes a paradox.
Well, yeah. Again, we won't talk
Because
about the
this game
paradoxes.
doesn't, yeah, this game doesn't handle paradoxes. They don't exist in this version.
Yeah, exactly. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, no paradoxy. Ah!
Yep,
But that's
the TARDIS protects them.
so that's the 3 side quests that we did during that one. On the next episode of the podcast, we will discuss we'll probably just skip over Ozzy's Fork because it was really kind of minute. But we'll discuss the Lost Sanctum, which we will be finishing on live stream this Friday, hopefully.
Well, I can summarize Ozzy's fort. So every time we faced Ozzy, he runs away like a little bitch. That is the exact same case here. And then some pussy comes up and knocks him down a hole, and he's never seen again. That's Ozzy's fort.
That's fair. That's fair. And the only implications of the Ozzy's Fork quest, other than getting a few really good items, are when you go to Medina Village in 1000 AD, they are no longer hostile to your team,
Oh.
and they're
So
no
we can
longer
go buy stuff and stuff.
Yeah, and they're no longer worshipping Magus at that point. Basically, they realized they lost the war. They lost that Ozzy's quest to eliminate the humans was stupid, and we're gonna just live peacefully. So
Okay, that's information I didn't know.
yeah,
They say that they got friendly again, so they'll sell us stuff now, even though
yeah. But I
it's
think
not
it's
good.
like out of. I mean, we could go check. We've got ridiculous amounts of money
Oh,
that
we're so loaded.
we
Yeah.
don't have a use for. So, but we could go check that out. But yeah, we'll finish up the Lost Sanctum on the next live stream, and then on the next episode of the podcast, we will discuss the Lost Sanctum in whatever entirety that we decide to do. So that will be on the 19th. Friday the 19th. If you're watching this, that's the day this went live on YouTube, Friday the 19th. So you've probably missed the live stream. Don't forget to go down below and follow the links to twitch.tv/Legionkaje and twitch.tv/MrWrong842 to be able to catch us live each Friday morning playing the Questlog games.
Yes.
Don't forget to also obviously like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like the podcast, you want to keep seeing more. Also subscribe to Mr. Wrong's YouTube channel as well. One day I'll just
Podcast.
I'll actually flow through this properly, but today is not that day.
You just need a teleprompter that just goes through everything.
Yeah. But don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Wrong's YouTube channel as well. You'll see his short clips. You'll also see him playing Little Nightmares 3 is what you guys are currently playing.
Yes,
With
that's
Slated
current.
Game. So,
and I doubt by this Friday, but probably by the following Friday, I will have my first paranormal video uploaded and edited. My first and I'm literally going to title it Accidental Ghost Hunt because it was 100% not planned or even known because it was at our Airbnb. It was not supposed to be haunted. It was supposed to just be relaxing.
Things he shouldn't be touching.
That was the day before. And that was in Key West. The Airbnb we stayed at was in Miami. So that's 4 hours away.
Fair. They followed you.
It could have attached to me if it was a cursed thing, as they said it was. But that tour had so many facts wrong that I didn't believe anything he said.
Understandable.
Like he had so many things wrong. Like he started out good where he was talking about Robert the doll, which is a really haunted doll in Key West. Like you're not allowed to take a picture of it or you'll get cursed. Like it there's been a lot of people who've got real fucked up from that. That was the first thing. I'm like, "Oh, okay, this tour might be actually good." Q2 5 minutes later, I'm just looking out the window, looking at all the Christmas decorations. I'm like, this should just be a Christmas tour. Because yeah, everything, like all the houses were really pretty and everything, and that was more entertaining than anything that came out of his mouth.
Yeah, it's pretty
I gave up. I gave up real quick.
Understandable. Like I said,
I'm really glad I
kinda
only
depressing.
paid $35 for a ticket.
That's not bad. It's
No.
not bad.
No, I ain't worried about it.
But you're also
So, yeah, so my first video.
You're also more adept to that kind of stuff than anyone else is. Most of the other people probably ate it all up and was all good for it. So
I don't. There was a lady. So it's a bus, but it's more like a trolley bus where the seats are wooden.
Charlie.
And like the seats are really close together. There was this older lady in front of us, and Tim was sitting next to me, and he's getting so upset because the lady in front of us is eating this shit up like chicken fried rice. And she is turning and looking at him and like confirming things and like trying to get Tim to talk to her so bad. And Tim's like, I don't even care about this shit. Like, stop trying to talk to me. I don't know you. I don't know anything about this shit. Like, stop. And he's like, I had to just keep looking to the side because I kept seeing her turn around and just like nodding and talking. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I kept looking to the left because I didn't want to make eye contact with her either.
Yeah.
She was eating it up so bad. And I'm like, no, lady, no. That's not how this works. Also, the cursed object that I supposedly picked up was some treasure from Cuba that like it was Spanish, not gold, but like Spanish money. It looked like a fucking melted block of iron. That's
well,
all it looked like.
a lot of that stuff was probably coins at one point, but a lot of times they had melted them, like they had smelted it back into like ingots to be able to be used for other things. So that might be the case here.
It was like this big. They said it was 65 pounds, which I don't think so. Like I can lift stuff still, but like I don't think it was 60 some pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been like 45. So like it was still heavy, but the biggest thing that got me was how oily it was. Like it was extremely oily. I don't think it's supposed to feel like that, especially if people don't touch it typically.
Metal has moisture in it.
Yeah. No, I get that. But like it was like someone had greasy hair and they rubbed it all over this thing. That is how oily it was. It was gross.
Fair. Well, be on the lookout for that video on MrWrong's YouTube channel. Yeah. For Mr. Wrong, I am
First video
Legionkaje.
I've posted it on my own.
We are the D20 duo because that's the name that we came up with. And this has been Questlog.
This has been Questlog.
Bye.
Bye.